Normally, we felt elated. We're quite happy about it. And it's also obvious that going by our profile, um, uh, winning the award, therefore, did not really come to us as a surprise. You also realize that last year, that is 2014, we also won the award. Agusto and Co. report was simply an industrial report, which highlighted the position of most institutions and few other things that are critical to the microfinance industry in Nigeria. That will account for 24% in terms of loan assets. Again, is not surprising when you look at the fact that we are a dominant microfinance bank in Nigeria with long history and with excellent systems and superior performance. The first thing I always want to highlight is the fact that we've been here for a long time as a non-profit in the first few years. And secondly, we've been able to identify a particular segment of the market that we have diligently focused on. We've refined our system, we strengthened our systems, and therefore we are able to deliver our services, particularly loans to our clients, and make a recovery. Put all together, our performance therefore cannot be less than excellent. Our goals are quite clear, and these are outlined in our current business plan. We want to reach a large number of people. That again is anchored on our mandate that if we want to make impact on poverty in our environment, we need therefore to reach a large number of poor people. We will definitely do that. That will also go with system strengthening. We are working on our procedures, processes, even governance and policies. We are working on our risk management procedures. Put together, we will be able to reach that number. And again, keeping the loan portfolio quality very high, and also doing very well in terms of financials. That is quite a very unique partnership where two great brands, that is MTN and LAPO, coming together to ensure that we're able to deliver affordable credit to their retailers. And realize also that they have a very huge network in terms of the numbers of retailers they have across the country. And LAPO equally also have that footprint. Therefore, we hope that coming together, we should be able to provide affordable credit to this large number of persons who are their retailers. And also, it presents some form of business case for LAPO. Thank you so much. I think here it is quite critical. Microfinance globally and probably in Africa and then come to Nigeria is as a very critical point where there's going to be a transition from the traditional ways of delivering microfinance services. For instance, group methodology, having meetings, personal contact. In that transition, technology is going to play, or actually already playing, a critical role in that transition. We're going to get to a point where transactions are likely going to be carried out by digital means rather than one-on-one. And we hope that any microfinance therefore that want to play effectively in the emerging phase of microfinance will need to, at this moment, prepare to use technology. It is for that reason that technology is a key pillar of our current plan. It is not really the typical CSRO thing. For us, it's within the framework of our social empowerment. LAPO is committed to preservation of the environment, is committed to social empowerment, and also obviously to financial empowerment. We see that looking at the segment of the market that we're targeting, the people that constitute this segment tend to confront other challenges more than not having financial resources. And one of the major concerns of women, that is our clients, is really around the future of their children. And the future of their children translates to education. How do you build up the future of their education? Therefore, they do a huge investment relative to their resources in the education of their children. And we felt that there is need for us to support that initiative to enable them to realize the aspiration of building a better future for their children. And that's actually the rationale behind the scholarship program for children of our clients. We have been doing it for the past 5 years, and there are indications that we will not only be doing it, but we're going to expand the scope and also the number of beneficiaries. The skill acquisition support for some children of our clients came about as a result of the realization that not every child of our every client is in a secondary school or in a university. For one reason or the other, some of them are engaged in acquisition of skills that would enhance their lives. And we realize, therefore, that if we solely concentrate on provision of scholarship award, we may also be addressing a half of our segment. And therefore, we decided to expand the scope of that support for their children by including initiative that will enable clients of our children to be registered in skill acquisition center, and we therefore provide whatever resources that they need, to take care of that. Again, I would not want to say that it's all about corporate social responsibility. It's actually a part of what we are doing. It's a part of our program. It's within the mainstream of our program that we must support our clients beyond the provision of finance. I think it's around the whole concept of social entrepreneurship. Looking around and identifying challenges, and therefore, prioritize those challenges. Pick one or two, for instance, and come up with what would be some interventionist strategy to address those challenges. And it's not about charity. It's not also about profit maximization. It's midway. That is the whole essence of social entrepreneurship or social business. I would therefore want to encourage young people to be very sensitive to their environment. What is happening in the environment? What is happening, for instance, to the physical environment, for instance? What is happening to in their social environment? What is the situation of the people, particularly people at the bottom end of the society? And if you do that, obviously you're likely to detect some areas that you can intervene. But I want to sound a note of warning. Acting at that level does not necessarily bring instant impact or benefit, if you like. It is not about a 100-meter race. It is about marathon. And that requires patience, it requires diligence, and it requires focus.